morning, everyone. Welcome to Toad TV. I am Mary Beth.
I am Helen.
We are the creative, handsome minds behind Toad Hollow. Cheers.
Cheers.
And you are drinking?
I am drinking Tivana Youthberry tea.
And I am drinking Red Zinger from Celestial Seasonings. Very good. It's been a couple of days where it's just been very, very cold. Definitely tea days.
Yes.
So.
It's been a bit of a time since we podcast.
Yes.
So, we are suffering from what we like to call Flugo, which is the flu mixed with a puppy named Hugo. So
if I'm glancing off that way,
we're checking on a puppy named Hugo.
Right.
We're in our old location because we're expanding boundaries and testing trust limits. So
we're trying. We are trying. Yeah. This is take 2, so all treats have already been done. So Drew is now here trying to tell me that we're podcasting and she's supposed to have a treat, although you just finished it, sweetheart. Just finished it. So we're going to let you just know. Anyway.
So thank you to everybody who reached out to us on the podcast, Instagram, Facebook, emails to check in on us and wish us
speedy recovery.
Right. So we are both well on the mend. COVID tests came back, home COVID test came back negative because you can't get a COVID test in the state of New Jersey. So Hugo is destroying the cardboard that comes in a bolt of fabric. So that is what we have given to distract him.
We have to talk fast. He goes through these things very, very quickly.
His attention span is minimal.
Yeah, he's 5 months, so. Okay, so we have a couple of admin things to touch on, and then today we're going to be talking about book hauls. We are doing our big release, next Friday, this coming Friday, the 21st at noon Eastern Standard Time, live here on the YouTube.
Right.
We were supposed to do it last Friday, except we both were it was like one great big dark circle, and that was all that you could see of our faces. So
it was going to be, here, yarn.
Right.
Goodbye. I'm going back to bed now.
Just purchase yarn.
Right. On the way. Just search yarn.
We'll figure it out. Anyway, we are much, much better, but we are going to do it this coming Friday. We've got fabric that matches. It's all very exciting.
Yes.
And we can't wait to tell you. So
actually,
that will be Friday.
If I turned the camera, you could see all the cut fabric for the stuff we're making.
Right.
So,
it's going to be really pretty.
It's very exciting. The mystery sock sets for January invoices went out last week, Friday?
Friday.
Days have just been combining.
Yeah.
There was a glitch in the system where you got the email, but you couldn't make the purchase. We finally figured out what the problem was. We've fixed it. So most of you, I think, have gone ahead and purchased, but if you have not and you thought we had sold out, because that's kind of the message you were getting if you tried to complete the purchase, we have not. You may complete your purchase. We also... we have a theme for our mystery sock set this year because we kept saying, the mystery sock set. I'm like, ooh, mystery. Let's do a theme. Let's do a mystery theme. So this year, each mystery sock set is going to be based on a different Agatha Christie novel. So, and you won't know until you open your box.
Right.
Or your package. It's not coming in a box.
It's coming in a package.
Right. So it'll be it's a 100-gram skein of fingering weight yarn and a 20-gram mini.
Right.
And it will all be based on Agatha Christie novels. So just a little fun thing since we're all going to be all bookish this year.
Right.
So
we're all about the books.
Right. So we thought we were very amused with ourselves, so we thought that was fun.
Yeah. Well, also I'm a huge Agatha Christie fan.
Right.
I mean, I've read just about all her mysteries, and I love them. I absolutely love them. So I just jumped on it when Helen said, we should do, maybe we do one around the Hardy Boys and one around Nancy Drew and one around Sherlock Holmes. And then she's like, or we could do Agatha Christie. I'm like, oh my God, which one do we choose? Because there's so many and so many different colors that you can use.
Right.
And then we decide, well, why don't we just give the entire year to her, because she is the grand dame
of
mystery.
Queen of Mystery.
So anyway, all right, so there's that. And then That was pretty much it, right? No,
Yeah.
was there something else we were supposed to talk about?
Mystery socks.
There are so many things that we have going on that are going to be coming out soon.
And
I'm not sure when, are we
What-
allowed to
right.
talk about this one yet? Are we allowed to talk about that one yet?
And some of it's going to be very squished because of having to push things off and everything. So that it's going to be like all of a sudden we're like throwing this at you and then we're throwing this at you. But it'll all kind of even out over the year.
Good.
So,
I promise.
yes.
Okay, puppy break.
Oh, and look, we changed venues.
Back in the kitchen where the puppy feels at home. He's
Yes.
lying there chewing on his bag of rocks.
Right.
Because I swear we should have named him Charlie Brown. Because no matter where we go, he picks up rocks. He has his pet rocks. Dog is weird. They're all weird.
And I think that's it, right? We're on
Yep.
to books now?
I think we are on to books.
Okay.
All right. So on Friday, when we join you with our new colors, we also are going to have new projects that we are showing you because we've been working on things, but we can't show you because they're in the new colors. So we have lots of stuff to show you on Friday.
Right. That's knitting wise.
So today, it's all about the books.
Right.
All right. Would you like to go first? Shall I go first?
Our mother got us mystery boxes from the Novel Neighbor mystery book boxes for Christmas, and they finally came. So, and that sounds awful. We ordered them on, I think, Christmas Eve. So,
Yeah.
and so for mine, I got, okay, so for my first book is The Witches of New York by Amy McKay.
We've wanted to read that for a while. That's been
Yeah.
on our TBR list for like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, it's
So-
really, it sounds really intriguing. Then I got The Midnight Bargain by C.L.
Somebody goosing Helen. All of a sudden, this little yellow nose comes through and pokes her in the butt,
It's like, you're not mad at me for...
interrupting everything, are you?
And your chair is all of a sudden going to go down because what he's chewing on is your lever.
So when I just go like, okay,
So I got The Midnight Bargain by C.L. Polk, and I had just before I got the box, seen this on TikTok. Somebody was talking about it, and I'm like, ooh, that's such a pretty cover. It just, and
I had not heard about this.
Neither had I.
This sounds really cool.
so it's from the beloved World Fantasy Award-winning author of Witchmark. Comes a sweeping romantic new fantasy. So excited about that. And then A Season for Second Chances by Jenny Bayless, which I have also seen on a lot of booktubes and TikToks. So because people were reading it for Christmas, so that looks like a fun rom-com type thing.
So what did you give them as your parameters?
I knew you were gonna ask me that, and I can't remember.
Oh, really?
I do these things, and I don't. I mean, I told them. Obviously, I think it must have been rom-com centric. What I told them based on what I got.
You also,
Because I know I had said that I loved Emily Henry. We had the Love Hypothesis to read.
right. You
And
must
I
have
know
mentioned the ones
The
in Future
Witches.
Witches.
I did
yeah.
The Witches. That I had a very witchy year in 2021.
Okay.
So yeah, I know I said that I had mentioned T.J. Klune, so that they knew fantasy was going to be okay. So yeah, it all fits with what I said. So this is my mystery book box. Very exciting.
I got mine, and there was a mistake on mine because you have a choice of whether you want to get the book and extras or if you want to get just books. And I put just books, but they sent the extras by mistake. And also they sent The Bear and the Nightingale, which they had sent in my October box for my birthday. So I got in touch with them, and they were really super nice. And they sent me a replacement book for The Bear and the Nightingale, a replacement book for the extras that I got, and an extra book to say that they were very sorry that they made a mistake. And I got to keep the extra copy of The Bear and the Nightingale too. So. And I just finished listening to it on Audible. I didn't read either of the copies. I listened to it on Audible, but it's an amazing book. Anyway, all right. So the first one I got was The Wisteria Society of Lady Scoundrels. I have already read this. I gave this, I think, a 3-star. It's a fun book. I don't feel the need to continue with it, but it's by India Holton, and it's about lady pirates in the Victorian time. So that was one. Instead of flying ships, or instead of sailing ships, they fly houses, which I thought sounded really, really cool. However, it was fun. It just wasn't.
Nothing you're going to remember.
No. And then I got the crossing places. I told them that I love series. I love finding a new author and getting started. I love mysteries. I love fantasy. I love I told them that I had loved so much their books, the box that they had sent me with the retelling of fairy tales. This one falls into a mystery series. So this is the beginning of a series where an archaeologist is called in by the police to help out in England.
I mean, the cover is very intriguing.
Yes, it is. This is Phoenix Unbound by Grace Draven. That's another one that I got. This one is definitely in the fantasy world where the Empire's decided that you're not allowed to use magic, and she is basically the Phoenix wrapped up in a human. So that is just like...
And that's the beginning of a series, right? Because then
Yes.
there's one that were about a dragon.
Yeah, the second one is all about the Draca, which are really dragons.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that looks really, really good. I'm excited about that. This one is, I told them that I loved Agatha Christie. This one is Murder at Mallowan Hall by Colleen Cambridge. And the main protagonist in this is the housekeeper of Agatha Christie.
Okay.
And she is going to solve a mystery that happens at Mallowan Hall where Agatha Christie lived. So, I'm really excited about that because, I mean, it's such a great idea that their housekeeper is
And
the one
tying
that
into
is going
Agatha
to-
Christie, yeah.
that's going to be the one that solves the mystery. So there's that one. And then the one they sent as an apology is The Beast's Heart, which is a retelling of Beauty and the Beast from this, the viewpoint of the Beast. And this is by Leaf Shallcross. So I'm very excited about this one as well. This one is, I love fairy tales and the way they retell them. So this is going to be cool. So those are my books.
Okay.
It was a good box.
Yeah. Both of them are really good boxes.
Yeah, we have lots of them, lots of books that we're really excited to start reading. Okay. And then we got our, do you want to show that?
Oh, in mine, I got a bookmark. It says, my heart is where my books are.
Which basically is your heart is where, you know, your dog is chewing up your books.
Yeah. So. And then we got our January Book of the Month box, and we got 3 books there.
Okay, so we both are part of several different reading challenges. We set reading challenges for ourselves, and we're following reading challenges from that people have set online. And these 2 fall into, I would buy it because of the cover.
Yes. And the third one, I just thought it sounded really fun. I had just finished reading The Chemist, so it kind of had the whole thriller kind of feel to it. So the first one we got was The Magnolia Palace by Fiona Davis. So we got The Magnolia Palace by Fiona Davis.
Oh, okay. There's this whole thing about how there are beautiful covers underneath the dust jackets on some of the hardcovers. That is not one of them.
The one that was the thriller that grabbed my attention was Reckless Girls by Rachel Hawkins. It says they're dying for an escape. So it's 2 girls on vacation and people keep dying.
Cool.
So now we have to check the book cover on that.
No, I don't think Book of the Month does it.
Okay. And then this one just grabbed us because we saw the cover online and we're like, oh my God, what's that? And then the premise sounded so good. So this is The Library of Legends by Janie Chang. So just a gorgeous cover. And almost every challenge that I am doing has a book you read because of the cover.
Right. Or a book set in a different country.
Right. So.
Yes, this is going to cover a bunch of them.
Right.
Really.
Those
really
are our
beautiful
book of the
books.
month.
Look at these. Aren't they pretty? Yeah. Okay, so I think that just about does it for us. Somebody is about to start going off again, so Very short periods here. He has now finished all of Drew's food.
I was gonna say the food bowls are all empty.
Licked the bowl clean.
He will probably now pass out. Now that we're done podcasting, Hugo will take a nap.
Oh my, 5-month-old puppy.
Yeah.
Woohoo. Okay. We hope you guys have a great week. Great rest of the day.
Yes, stay warm, stay dry. Go forth and create.
And we will see you on Friday at noon, live.
Don't forget.
You get to meet and hear Hugo in real time. This is going to be so much fun. Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye.